Hey everyone. Saw a Facebook post earlier. Somebody pulled Cody, the story continues, and they were asking, is he still any good? It's been a little while since he came out. It's been a little while since we had a new Cody, which is surprising. Normally, Scopely likes to drop one a year. I don't think we've had one since the Turtle release, if I remember correctly. So, he is still very good. To answer that question, Tricolor is still my go to use him, and I'm going to show why. He's got a couple builds, and I'll show them, but it's one of those that the tricolor still just kind of reigns supreme. So let's look at Cody. I'm going to see what strap I have on him first to show, or to see what build we're going to do first. Cody, story continues. There he is. Now mine is hype 2, so it's going to be a little difficult to show the actual damage because of the hype level, but um, rest assured, it's he's still going to be 100 million with this set. It depends on what you have, right? If you just have a Titan plate, I could tell you right now, you're going to be in the ballpark of about 60 million, is what he was hitting before. Not the most ideal in the current meta, but that's a pretty good starting point with just one plate that's a fairly basic plate. So we are going to show that one, and then we'll show some move damage too. And 5 to red. We're not going to show the red move set. I don't like that. The triple red, uh, I don't think that's a good move set at all. It's you're not doing anything. You're relying on this buff from this move, and it's not good. It wasn't good to begin with. All right, so here, choose 5 to make blue. Okay. This one has Cascade Risk. No lie on there. Let me see. I forget what our. This doesn't really matter. Five there. So we can do. You know what we can do? And I never thought to try this. We're going to put her on there, and then there's a head shrinker. And I honestly might not have him leveled up enough. I think I'm using him on KOK right now. I think I'm using him on KOK. But he's a 2 MP yellow and green, if I remember right. Green moves deal 30% more damage, this guy. Alright, so let's look at him. I understand he's a little more rare. He's not usable outside of this trainer, though. Alright, so green moves are going to start with 2 more MP, and then at max training capability, which mine is not, he'll do 40% more gem damage. Right now, mine is at the 17k level, and it's because move damage is kind of going away from this meta and don't really use it. So we're going to start with him. Then we are going to. This is going to go whaley, right? It's just one of those things that, and I say whaley, it's none of these are good for anything else. Gooker is, while he's got an amazing trainer, the meta just isn't move damage, and same with the head shrinker. He's not, neither are usable as cards. Same with NWO Hogan. I think he's a little more common now than what he used to be, but we're going to start off with this. We're going to put a move damage strap on him. I should have one. 100%. Okay. And then you would put a chic plate on this. I do not have a chic plate on a powerhouse strap right now. So let's just do this. Green moves there. And we're going to leave the other two slots open to try to negate our hype. I don't think I have a chic on a powerhouse strap right now. I did a video of this a long time ago, and I'm not sure where I put it, so I don't have a chic. If I find my video of the chic, I'll add that to the channel as well. But let's show this one off. For this, we're going to try to reload it, is the goal. So we have, what's that doing? 4 million damage. Just shy of 3 million. And we have 5 million. All right, so first thing we want to do is to increase our move damage. There we are. Now we're at 9 million. We're at 13 million, almost 14 million. And that's 9 million, almost 10 million. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit this. Our goal is going to be to make a 3-match. We're making these blue. This is all we want to break, because we have Hogan on the back end to help us refill. There we go, we refilled. All right, so now, you see we still haven't zeroed Sammy. So, and move damage is a little bit slower, but look at this. We're doing 7 million this time. Still got the 9, 7, 9, 13, but we're going to hit this again. Now, 22 million, 15 million. So this is a very high-hitting moveset, and it's going to work even outside of, with this current meta, with the move damage, just because of the buff. You've got the move damage buff. And that's really the only reversal that you have to worry about with Cody. And with a Chic Plate, this does pretty big damage. You still need to recycle it, but you hit in the 100 million easily. And we probably did somewhere close to that without the Chic Plate. So, very good moveset, still very viable character. That does have Cascade risk, so let's remove the Cascade risk. The next thing we're going to look at is gem damage. Okay, so gem damage wise, we're going to go here with this strap with the parrot plate. Cody is one of the few that really benefit from the blasting off plate, where we create 8 blast gems. We create 8 multiplies of 8. We are going to go metal free here, because we're still going to do 100 million. This is without gear, keep in mind. With gear, and let's just show that, it adds 5 MP to the moves. This is a Christmas gear. I would be interested in getting this gear over the holidays, and the reason is we can take him, and instead of doing 50%, we can replace him with Rocky. Striker Rocky for 100% move damage, right? So and mine's not even leveled up. This has been a card that I've been saying I'm going to level up, never got around to it. But we're going to head over and do our tricolor. Like I was saying, though, with the gear, you don't need MP there, so you can add that additional trainer there, and then he might be 3 moves on move damage with a Chic Plate right there. That is very, very possible. I would have to... You know what? We have tour perks. And I already moved a strap, but that's okay. I've got plenty of strap currency right now. So let's just go ahead and show this again. We're going to imitate... I don't know why I did that. I'd like to imitate it, but I don't have Rocky loaded. Or a Chic Plate on there, and I'm not moving a plate for a video. Not for an older character. If it was a newer person that I was trying out, maybe. But Cody's good. It's just the way that I'm running him without the gear. Yeah, we're not going to do that for the time being. So we're going to show the tricolor. We're going to keep the snowfalls in there. And then we're going to add this blue move. So now we're creating snowfalls, blast gems, and then we're going to turn all our snowfalls into, let's see, what is it? Deal damage, increase your green gem damage by 300%, and then make 30 snowfall gems in the green. Okay, so you could also use a green rumble here. That is perfectly fine. These are 5 and 6 MP moves, so we're going to start with Lawler for our blue MP. We're going to put Roxanne for our green and our red. We need Santa for that, unless you had a middle lane bonus. You really don't need it. It's just kind of one of those. It's good there. Let's break that. That's good. Okay. This moment is increasing our snowfalls by 125%. It's going to have some effect. It is, but it's not over the top. It's not going to be a huge difference. And it's because it's only affecting the snowfalls themselves. All right. So let's go ahead and show this off. It doesn't matter the order as long as the blue move is last. The only reversal for this, you do have the new Brock Lesnar reversal, but he's at a class disadvantage, so you wouldn't be running Cody against him. This is a terrible layout for the black or for those, but let's see how we still end up doing. It still should end up doing fine. Cody does miss every so often. It's not common, but it's every so often he will miss, and it's just underwhelming. But this one, yeah, see, that wasn't great. We still left two multiplies on the board that were green. Let's run it one more time just to see if we get. It's rare that you have a miss that won't do enough to take out your opponent, but once in a blue moon, for whatever reason, the snowfalls just won't land in the right spots, and then it's just it's painful to watch. So let's see. That's a little better. Yeah, we got good coverage up top. And then we see our multis. Our multis are underneath. Good, good, good. I think this is going to clear the board. Yeah. There we go. And that would have been over, well, you're probably talking in the maybe 150 million range. So still really, really strong. And I don't know. Those are the two moves that I would run if I were going to run him. Um, and I still do occasionally. He's still my go-to for the Rhodes family things. Let's see if there's anything else that we could replace. You're going to want to keep that blue move in for the buff, but you don't have to. We do have a 500%, so we're going to look at... make gems in the red. We could do this. So that's 9, 18. Okay. Let's look into this. This could be interesting. Those are all... Let's check our MP on this. 556, so... we can drop Santa. And I'm curious if there's a new trainer up here that would do green moves. Start with, well, we need red. Red moves that do green gem damage. Let's see if there's anybody that does that. Because we do have a lot of new trainers that I haven't really looked at. Let's get away from move damage and look at move charge. That would help. Of course, the easy answer would be to use JBL. But let's just see who else, just in case. I know JBL is very much on the rare side. Black and red. We need red and P, green gem damage. Red and P, green gem. If I get to JBL first, I'm probably going to end up just using him. Because I don't know if that trainer exists. I don't want to waste your time or mine. So let's see. We're almost... Green gems that do red. There was JBL. Let me just... Green moves, or red moves, sorry. That's... Okay, I'm not seeing anybody. If you know who does that training ability, if there is one, if you would put it in the comments, I'd appreciate that. Just so that for future knowledge. But let's go ahead and use JBL. Now, he's giving us red MP, I believe. Yeah, he's red moves. I wish that they would add that to the list. Okay. So now we're going to try to get the blasts out twice. We don't need this, right? And we only want to make a 3 match. So we removed the buff, but now our goal is going to be to get the blast plate off twice. And we may only end up needing the 2 moves and just cycle it twice. So let's go ahead and... This might be interesting, y'all, and it might be something that was overlooked before. So we easily refilled because of 5 MP. So let's go ahead and throw out more blast gems. Let's see if we could proc this plate. It is going to be hard to proc it a 3rd time. It is. So we procced it twice. These red multiplies are doing 7 million apiece. We choose 5 to make into red gems. Let's look into this. This is interesting. Let's get this. Two. That blast gem's going to hit there. That's going to go off. That's going to go off. We might end up missing this bottom corner, and we're going to try one more thing after that's done. Yep, we missed the bottom corner. Oh, nope, we ended up getting all the multis, though. This is interesting. It's 4 moves, but only using red. So, with that being said, let's add a couple more red. You could technically drop Roxanne here, but you're still going to need, because this is a 6 MP move up here at the pedigree, so you're still going to need that there, but we are going to swap over and do, let's go generate gems and go with Naya. Zombie Bailey would hit more, but I want to also make sure that we create more. So now we're up to 8. This is truly interesting, and there is a possibility that you could proc it the parrot plate a third time. All right, so this one's a little harder because we don't want to hit any of those blasts or multiplies. Now look at this. So we're only breaking this top 3 up here, but we could go ahead and start placing. That way we're covering some areas down here. We want our multiplies to be red for sure because they are going to hit big. So let's just go ahead and place some red gems on the board. We refilled. Let's throw it out again. Okay, yeah, you're not going to be able to proc it a third time. If you did, that would be a miracle. And there's that. This blue on the bottom is going to be a little hard to hit. So let's go with... something like this. And I bet that did massive. Okay. So there's 3 very good movesets for you, for Cody, that I can guarantee all do over 100 million with the parrot plate, right? You're going to get more with gear, because with gear, you could even go as far as to take off, like, let's say you like this moveset. With gear, that opens up another window here to where I would keep JBL, but you would drop Roxanne and put in Bulldog. You could put in Bulldog. You could put in, anything that hits major on the red gems. You're not going to do a multi-up because it's from the plate. So you could get really good damage off of this with the gear. And you can without. But this with gear would be huge. Red move damage. So you've got 2 options right here. You could do Naya. Yeah, double Naya Jax. Where you got create red, and then because we're throwing out more reds the first time around just to cover up some gems, let's go ahead and do Zombie Bailey there. With gear, those 2 moves, yes, it's still doing 4 moves instead of 3, but let's say that you don't want to put your Santa Hogan there. You've got a parrot play, but you don't like the reversal chances against Hall of Famers. This is a great moveset. That's all I'm going to show for today. And you know what? Let's talk about this real quick before I log off. You could do this with a Titan plate and still do good damage. I'm going to show one time. We're going to lose the multis, which is kind of a big thing. But we'll go ahead and throw a Titan plate on there. And I'm just curious to see. We might not zero out, but this is one that you'd have a better chance of getting the Titan to go off a third time. We're going to do... I've got Fury 2s on this strap, and we'll go ahead and just finish that set. Even though I've got hype, it's not tier 6 metals, so that is fine. So we're going to lose Piper because we're going to pretend that we don't have gear. I want to see how realistic this really is. You could keep Zombie Bailey for the 40% to red. However, we are going to go ahead and do Zombie Priest, I think it is, that does the blast gems, and you could do Sammy. I like Priest better because our goal is to do red gem damage, since that's his primary. And we may actually have a chance to proc the Titan a third time. It's a slower moveset. You have your Cascade risk, right? But you're only breaking 3 gems twice. I think that the margin for error is minimalized because it's just 3 gems. So let's look at this. We're going to go ahead and throw these out. Okay. We're going to make a 3 match. Anywhere that doesn't have a blast. Alright, so just to show, our red is currently doing 328. Not huge, but we're going to track it as we go, right? So here's our blast again. We are now doing 500. We want to start putting a few of these out there. Okay. Throw our blast out. And you could really go even further and say do one more time. All right, so let's look at our reds now. 600,000. 787. While interesting, I can't say that I would do this. Without that anniversary here, this one is just not going to be as good. We're still going to blow up the entire board. You see we didn't zero him out there. So you could technically run it that way. I would not. It was just a thought. Titan plate definitely still needs some assistance. Losing that parrot plate really hurts him with that. So if you're going to run it with just a Titan, I would go ahead back to tricolor, as that's going to hit slightly harder for a lot faster. There's Cody, y'all. Hope you enjoyed, and like I said, if you know the name of that trainer, if there is one, please drop it in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.